Okay.
All right, I started it.
What
Okay.
is up, gamers? We are back with another podcast. This is episode 3 of the Boogereaters podcast, where we eat our boogers, but not all of us, just some of us.
I can't. Mine has Mrsa.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that later. Today we got our special guest Corn, or Yssa or Yessa or
I
Issa.
don't even know how to say my name. I've said it.
Anyways,
It's Issa. Issa.
Issa.
Jared
Issa.
is so bad at
Then why does it
names. We've
start with a
established this.
Y?
Because her name is Alyssa, and it's the last half of
Yeah,
Alyssa,
but
which
it
is
only
Issa.
it
And
only
it
sounds
translates.
like that because of the other letters, because of the English language.
Jar has a learning disability, so
That is
that's
not
okay.
true. That
Let's
is not
not
true.
let's not be mean to
No
him.
doctor has ever diagnosed it. They're like, this dude's his sigma male genes. It's hard to crack through.
I diagnose you with Sigma man.
Yeah, your
Sigma,
your
more like Ligma.
your daily red pill coach. All right, and fun fact about Issa, she has what kind of schizophrenia? A type of schizophrenia, one of them.
Undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Boom, and what does that mean?
It means I'm based and black pilled.
Nice.
True. How did you get this? Did you? Oh, I hit my fucking desk. How did you get this? Did you get? I don't know.
Did you ask for it? Did you buy it in the store?
Yeah.
Well, my uncle, he has schizophrenia and he used to like dig at his neck and pull out shit in his neck because he thought bugs were crawling in it, and that's actually how he died. And so, yeah, apparently, if like your uncle on your dad's side has it, then you're like 90% like sure to get it too. And I never knew that. But it happens after, I think, after you're done growing, like your brain is done growing, you develop it. And at first, I thought I was like psychic or like could hear the dead. And I'm like, yo, I think I'm hearing your grandma talk in your house to my friend. And she's like, what the fuck? That's so cool. And then I went crazy at my job and they put me in a psych ward for a month.
Oh, that's a really interesting origin story.
You've already
Yeah.
told me about the psych ward, but please tell me some of the stories of the psych ward and
Elaborate
how,
a little
how
bit
like the
for.
nurse treated you and stuff.
Well, the nurses were usually like way younger than me and they'd treat me like I was a little kid. And then
That's annoying.
they put me in a room with a camera because like when I'm psychotic, I feel like I gotta like stab myself with something. So they put me in a room with a camera, but my schizophrenia was too smart for that, and I just went to the bathroom and stabbed myself. There's no cameras there. So jokes on them. And they had to
Wow.
clean up my blood all the time because they didn't dose me right. But yeah, they were pretty cool. I liked the people there. There was a lot of alcoholics. There was a guy on meth. He was really angry about like his right to a jury or whatever law it is here. And he says that he's entitled to it within like 48 hours, but apparently like in that county it's like 3 days. And he was like, I just really care about the law a lot. I don't like when the law is broken. I started laughing because I'm like, he's here for meth.
True.
Well, meth should be legal in Iowa.
Yeah,
Just Iowa, nowhere else.
yeah, it should be. I mean, everybody's on it here, so might as well be. But yeah, a lot of meth heads. They were cool. They were pretty crazy. There was this girl. I don't know what she had. I think bipolar, but like really bad. And she like ripped out the coffee machine and threw it across the hallway. And she's supposed to be my like roommate.
Ooh,
And they're like
perhaps not.
hey, yeah, the doctor is like, hey, we don't think you'll like this roommate, so we're gonna give you a new one. And I'm like, cool.
Was your new roommate like fun, cool? Were they fun?
It was like this old lady, and I used to have hallucinations at night that she would just sit at the edge of her bed and stare at me while I was sleeping. So
Oh my God, I hate that.
Well, that's what
it
I
was
do
kinda
to you,
weird.
anyways. I actually just sit at the edge of your bed and start staring at you. But
So
anyway,
it's soothing to know it's
Yeah.
real.
Well, that's comforting, Jared. I like that you look out for me when
Yeah.
I'm sleeping. So I
He's
didn't
like
know this.
Santa.
Yeah, he is like Santa. He knows when I'm naughty or nice. But yeah, they were pretty interesting. Oh, the time that a guy shat in the corner. That was
No.
this is just my high school you're explaining. Because there was a kid who shit on the gym mat in gym, but that's a
Why?
story for. All right, I'll explain.
Wait,
it.
both of you tell your shit stories. I'm so interested.
I kind of want to like save the like. I can go really in depth about this person because this person did a lot of crazy stuff. But
Let's just dip our
I'll
toe in
just-
with the
yeah,
shit story. And let's give them a fake name so that people listening to the podcast know who we're talking
Jim.
about.
His name is Jim. I'll just call him
Nice.
Jim. He was in gym, haha. And they were doing yoga, and the lights were off, and they had to do a squatting pose for a long period of time, and the lights turned on afterwards, and there was a huge dookie from underneath from where he was sitting.
Did he take off his pants or?
He probably like poop. He probably like did like a maneuver where he took his gym shorts and his underwear and like did a weird like maneuver where he like was able to somehow like pull it on it really hard and was able to poke a little bit of enough of his butthole out so he could shit on the floor or on the gym mat. It was
Or
a
he
very
pooped
small.
and just
It was
shook it out of his pant leg.
it was like a very small poop nugget, but it was still a poop nugget.
That's
So, yeah.
too much.
Anyways, now your poop story.
Okay. I'm sorry. So there was this guy that came in and he was like just like shaking real bad. I think he had what do they call it?
Parkinson's?
He had this type of schizophrenia, catatonic schizophrenia. You either like move too much or you move too little. He was like fucking shaking and muttering to himself, and I had no fucking clue. I was just like sitting there next to this guy who was there for like, I don't know, drunk driving or something, and he didn't want to be there, but he sat next to me because I never talked. And all of a sudden, this dude just opens up his milk and pours it on his salad.
Interesting.
And just starts eating it. And I'm like,
Ew.
I'm like, okay. And I think he's just like, wait a second here. And he goes to the corner and he just starts shitting.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then they put him in like the really crazy part, like where they're like dangerously crazy because they keep
The
like
Michael Myers section.
really there's a section for the people that aren't so dangerous, like where they're like just crazy, but you know, like they're
Harmless,
okay.
crazy.
Yeah, like they're suicidal or whatever, so they're not gonna hurt anybody. Or if they do hurt somebody, they'll like tell you before they do. And then there's like just like the people that are like just like, cannot function. They don't even have group therapy there. Like they don't do anything. I don't even think they have a TV.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then there was like, you know, there's just a bunch of people that are just there, and they were just white women because all white women are mentally ill. Got them.
Nice.
That
was pretty based.
Actually, it was mainly men because there's a bunch of addicts. They're all alcoholics. Yeah. Most of them were alcoholics. Oh, there's this one guy that was an alcoholic. He came in the first day and he thought he was in a resort or something. And he's like, this place is nice. Where's the pool?
Oh,
No,
Oh,
no, this is a
buddy.
mental hospital, not a rehab facility. Haha.
Yeah,
Um,
I was like, we don't have a pool. We got a piano though, and he's like, wow, this place is so fancy.
Steve-O from Jackass, he went to a mental hospital after his like last time ever doing drugs when he got clean. The Jackass
Oh,
guy sent him to a mental hospital and then had an intervention with him at the mental hospital, so he
I
couldn't
didn't
escape.
that addiction people went to mental hospitals as well, but I guess it makes sense.
well, usually it's a separate ward because they've kind of found out that putting the addicts with the mentally defectives is not a good idea,
Mm-hmm.
which it is
I
not,
see.
because they kind of like the addicts would think they were better than like the people with mental illness because they're
Oh,
the drugs, you know.
right.
I only do
Yeah.
heroin, okay? You hear voices?
Wait, so
Like,
can you describe, I guess, like the most severe symptoms that you experience?
Oh man, that's kind of tough because it depends. I can experience severe symptoms in like all ranges of symptoms, but I
Or
have to
even
say,
some examples?
of like
oh
things that you've done because you were like hallucinating. Like, didn't you drive through a cornfield or something?
yeah, I drove through a cornfield because I thought it was a road, and I was trying to drive to Cedar Rapids, and well, luckily I got out of the cornfield. But yeah, that was cool. But that was just regular hallucinations. Like that's what I usually see. I wasn't like
Interesting.
I wasn't really going crazy. I was just like, oh fuck, this is a cornfield.
Right.
Trying to think. I've lost my shits before. I think the most recent one was pretty bad because like I have no clue what I was doing, what led up to this. I know I was talking to someone, and then uh next thing I knew I was like in the bathroom and there was like a knife sticking out of my arm and like blood spurting like you know like in Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God.
I'm like what the fuck just happened? So I'm like I should probably call 911. I don't think I should let this one just like slide. I'll probably die.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I was bleeding so much and like my arms started turning purple and
Oh
stuff.
my God.
It was really bad. But yeah, that was probably the worst one.
Hmm.
Uh that was lately, but I don't know why. There's no reason why that it gets bad or not. Like there's no reason to it. Like
Right.
it doesn't matter if I'm happy or I'm sad or I'm embarrassed or anything. It will
Is
just
It's
it
like
randomly
like
random.
happen.
is it like your meds wearing off at the wrong time or something maybe? Or is it just
It's
like
not even it
sporadic?
just it's sporadic. Like it could be fighting my meds, or it could be like when my meds are not as strong, or it could be just so powerful of a schizophrenic episode that it overpowers my meds.
This is because you were on a new
Interesting.
med, but there's like a day or two, or maybe even a week, where you were just talking about how you wanted to murder somebody.
Oh yeah, when they
I was just like having a conversation with you, and you were just like, "Yeah, I want to kill this person." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like,
yeah
You
that
should
was
just change your meds."
yeah I was on what was it? It was like Rexulti or something like that, and apparently it can cause they're trying to get rid of like my blahness that I have or my like low energy sort
Hmm.
of vibe because they think it's abnormal, but honestly, I don't really care.
Yeah, I think you're very likable, and I think you're unique, and I
they
find your
just
voice
don't
really soothing also.
not fans of Ren from Evangelion probably.
Yeah,
They don't like
they just hate.
Kukuru's.
Yeah, they don't like kudos. Yeah, but they were trying to change that or something, and I'm like, I literally don't fucking care. Like, it's fine. I'm used to this now. I actually prefer it this way
Hmm.
because, like, when I started having emotions, like, I just wanted to kill everybody. I'm like, this is fucked up.
Right. Like
Like,
because of anger or just like out of curiosity?
I just wanted to. Like, I just felt like I had to make like the world a better place. Like, I felt like that
Oh,
Yeah.
if I killed
Vigilante
people,
justice is what you wanted to do.
yeah, like I wanted to kill people because I thought people were bad and they were hurting others, and I had to kill people to save people.
interesting.
Yeah, so that was a delusion, obviously, but it was a very dangerous one. And
Yeah.
so I just did a bunch of opiates and slept, and then I was good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Or was it benzos? I don't know, some drug that made me chill the fuck out. But yeah, it wasn't good. Usually, like, I stay away from stuff that will make my heart going, or like amphetamines or
Mhm.
um, even weed.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
So, is it like I know undifferentiated schizophrenia has a lot of, I was looking into the link you sent me, it has a lot of different symptoms that can occur. But like if you have a episode, are you hearing voices? Are you seeing things? Is it more just like delusions or thinking that something is a certain way?
So for me, I always feel like I kind of have residual like hallucinations, so like auditory or visual. Like I see like random flashes of light, random shadows by me, like next to me, or like it'll look like people are walking towards me when there's no one there, or like
Mhm.
walking behind me when there's no one there. Also, it kind of like I've gotten so used to it, it kind of looks like I'm looking through like a static DTV. Like I feel like I can see every pixel of everything, you know?
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Didn't you hallucinate that your cat
smart.
smiled a human
Yes.
smile
Oh, that's creepy.
like fucking Smile Dog, that old creepy pasta.
I thought it was funny because compared to most hallucinations I have, it was not that scary. I thought it was funny. I
No,
laughed at it.
Nice.
Shirley just does that sometimes.
He
A
just
wholesome hallucination.
he just
Wholesome Chungus hallucination.
Yeah, 100 wholesome Chungus Keanu Reeves hallucination. Dab
I
nay.
I can't control my hallucinations though. I can't control what I hallucinate, or else I'd like try to hallucinate anime girls or something, you know,
If only
or
cute
like
anime waifu.
or like a boyfriend. Like I could hallucinate my own boyfriend or whatever. I'd do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you could
But
be so independent.
yeah, I wish I could do that,
Honestly,
but
you
I
just need a Doctor Strange BF to just like go into your brain and just fight all the demons for you.
Yeah,
That'd be epic.
I'll do that.
I'm possessed now. I'm demonically possessed. We're going old school now with my diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, that's what they'd say. You're possessed
Yeah,
by demons. I'd be like, oh, tight.
true. That's better than just being mentally ill.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you're just a woman taking an L. Put this on woman taking L. This is a common woman L moment.
Undifferentiated schizophrenia L, the common woman L.
Yeah, the most common woman L ever.
Schizophrenia.
Other than, of course, the L of being a woman. Dudes rock.
Yeah, that's
Good
true.
thing I'm a man.
Mhm.
Good thing
You
I'm
do
a
have
man.
huge penis.
Good thing we're all men.
We are all
Yeah,
men.
good thing.
It's actually
We
been
all
an
have
all
cocks.
man
Yeah,
podcast.
men only.
boy.
No girls allowed.
This is the first podcast episode with somebody that's seen my wiener. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yay.
DM
Awesome.
Jared to see his wiener.
Cock
Wiener.
rate go.
3 out of 64.
That's a good rating. I like that.
Is there something that you want people, or something you wish people understood better about schizophrenia or about you specifically?
I wish people knew that, like, I literally don't have like any mean intent in my body, like at all. Like a lot of people think I'm a mean person or I'm malicious or that I'm just like I don't know. People tend to get the vibe that I'm not nice, but I'm actually Keanu Reeves,
Wholesome
Reddit
Chungus.
gold.
Wholesome
Chungus.
Chungus.
That is true.
Yeah, I have
I
a
love how you just had like a solid week where you just post you beating up your plushies. I thought that was hilarious. I also find it hilarious how they're like as big as you, some of them, because you're so fucking tiny.
it's tiny.
You
Yeah,
are small. You are a small bean, wholesome Chungus.
Small
I
Bean Wholesome
am
Chungus. That's gonna be the name of this episode. Small Bean Wholesome
Ew,
Chungus.
I hate that.
small bean, wholesome chungus, schizophrenia.
Oh, small.
I have a few more schizophrenia related questions. I have
All
so
right.
many questions, but I'm trying to like have the most interesting ones.
All right.
No, it's
Um,
okay. Like, there's a lot of things people don't know about it.
So, are there any everyday activities that you can't do that we might not think of, like wearing headphones, having background noise playing?
I cannot go to bed without TV or music playing because if I were to do that, I would have audio hallucinations, which are fucking terrifying, especially when you're like half asleep.
Yeah, I actually have that, and so I need a fan in my room all the time. And it started when I was little, and I thought it was because I slept in a haunted room in my house. But yeah, I'll
Maybe you're
hear like
schizophrenic.
I mean, I hope not. It sounds pretty shitty to have. I don't have anything else though, but I'll be about to fall asleep and then it's so loud it like hurts my ears and it'll be like a violin string really loud or someone yelling or like a trumpet blaring, but like I can tell that it's coming from inside my head, but
Yeah, that's what they're like, auditory hallucinations. You can tell it's in your head. Sometimes
yeah.
in Walmart, for some reason, it's really hard to tell.
Interesting.
Well, for me, it's just my downstairs neighbor who just fucking plays online video games at 3 a.m. and has sex with
Oh,
his
it
girlfriend loudly.
screams.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
That too. Yeah, I live by like destructive neighbors, so they could be yelling at each other outside, and I could be hallucinating it. I don't know.
Fun.
But for me, for a while in like high school, I would have to go to bed watching something like on my phone. Not because I had schizophrenia, but because I would get really sad and start thinking about things, and then I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't have something on. So that's pretty epic.
What would you watch?
Malcolm in the Middle. Let's play YouTube Let's Plays.
You know what I like to watch?
Listen to podcasts
What?
sometimes. What?
I like to watch murder documentaries,
I
like
thought
where
you were
they
just gonna
show.
say murder, like snuff
Murder,
films.
period.
No, they just have such a nice
Wow,
like
you know who
voice,
else
like
likes to
the.
watch murder documentaries? Every white woman I have ever met in my entire fucking life. I'm not like my
I watch
sister,
them while
my
I'm
mom,
cooking.
both love
I
true
don't.
crime, fucking
I don't
Ted
watch
Bundy
them.
shit.
I don't watch them like consciously, but I like to put them on when I'm going to bed because they make me fall asleep. They're just so like soothing.
Yeah.
Like
I listen to ASMR. I love it.
And then he drugged his
Yeah.
next victim, and you're like, oh, so
Me
relaxing.
too.
People always ask if it affects my dreams, and I don't think so. Or if it does, like it doesn't bother me.
I just have really depressing dreams. It seems
can't-
it's just like, oh yeah, I had a dream last night where I was just cuddling with somebody. The end.
Oh, I have depressing dreams too, where my first boyfriend rejects me, and I keep having that dream over and over again.
Oh, I have dreams where like I just like I'm very like unassuming and not caring in like all my dreams. Like something bad will happen in my dream and I'll go, Dang it! What the heck? Like, I just have no reaction. Like, I had
That's
a
like
dream where
me.
someone came up to me and was just like, "Hey, your grandma died," and I was just like, "Okay," and I just continued with my
Okay.
dream. It was like a dream where I was working at McDonald's, and that happened halfway through the dream, and then like right after that person said that, my working, which I've never worked at McDonald's, by the way, I just started like doing everything wrong. I kept like dropping things on the floor and shit.
Manifesting Yssa energy in your dreams.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Sounds like
speaking of McDonald's, so you know how
Mhm.
in kindergarten or like in elementary school you would do those like posters about me, and you would have like a bunch of things like your family and like pictures of you and
Yeah.
food you like. One of the things is like draw yourself as what you want to be when you're older, and I drew myself as a McDonald's worker, and I said I wanted to work at McDonald's.
That's so cute.
I thought because I loved McDonald's when I was like 5, 6 years old, and I thought if you worked at McDonald's, one, it would be an awesome job because you'd get to eat as much food as you wanted, and you'd get
True.
all the McDonald's Happy Meal toys. So
True. I do love McDonald's.
I had the opposite problem. I like dreamt too big. I'm like, I'm gonna be an anthropologist at Harvard.
Oh my god.
I'm like, that was a fucking lie.
Perhaps not.
And I don't know. Made my IQ drop 10 points, apparently being schizophrenic, so I'm stupider
yeah,
now than I
instead
used
of
to be.
having an IQ of
Based.
1,000, it is now 1,000 and 1,000. Sorry,
990.
990, yeah. And mine is clearly 16 because I could not do that simple
Yeah,
math in my
1,000 minus 10.
Why
Dude,
did
that
you
was-
think it was 1,000?
I don't know. I was gonna say 1,888 or something, and that still would be
Yeah,
wrong.
close. Do you know what I think would be really funny if if someone asks for your phone number, you give it to them like 1,509,000 like you say it as if it's a number.
Oh,
Oh,
Not
love
I
that.
didn't.
is that what you do to curve a guy? Who's...
No, because I haven't memorized that and I'm bad at saying numbers as numbers. I'll be like 10D 100.
I almost did something stupid. I almost gave my number out on this.
I have to edit that episode we recorded before this because he said a certain phrase that would get me like possibly striked.
So
I'll type it real quick. Well, I could also say it's coded. Cheese pizza.
Oh.
Yeah. Early on, he was
Right.
just talking about it, and it was. I didn't stop him at the time because I didn't really. And then I like work today. I was just thinking. I was like, I gotta go back and fucking censor it. By the way, I won't
not
get to
do that.
editing either one of these until Thursday, because tomorrow's
okay.
my birthday.
Ooh.
Where are you guys
Happy
getting me?
birthday.
Come on.
Tomorrow's
I'm getting you a foot
birthday.
pick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting a foot pic from Jessica, and then. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
XOXO.
Are you a Pisces?
Yes.
You're a fucking Pisces?
I've told you this before.
Tomorrow's your birthday?
Yeah.
And you're a Pisces?
And I'm a Pisces. What does that have to do with that?
What does that mean?
Oh,
I'm
that-
not good at astrology.
This makes so much sense because Pisces are like, I want to do this, but I don't want to do this. And that's exactly what Jared is like. He's like,
That doesn't mean anything. What does that mean?
you're like, I want to have sex with a woman, but I don't want to have sex with a
True.
woman.
He does do that all the time. That's so Jared.
I'm sorry I'm a based Volcel, okay?
What about
Only when I
me?
feel
I'm
like
a
it.
Sagittarius.
Oh, I love Sagittarius. You guys are like really good at like talking to people and making people like you. And then like and like you have like a lot of passion for stuff. Like you like whatever you do, you're like really really into and you like try to do it your best. You try to
That's
be
just
the
my
best at it.
autism.
And then what are you, Corn? What is?
I am a Libra, which is the only object of the zodiac. It's a scale, balancing
Oh,
scale.
true.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm supposed to be fair and not like too opinionated.
Oh, and in the actually, real quick, in the in like the fine print next to Pisces, it says Sigma male. So
Oh, shut up.
I
I'm
don't know
gonna
why
kill
how that
you.
even got there.
It does not say that. I've never heard Pisces is a bitch boy.
Well, Sigma males are
Little bitch
are
boy,
male
baby
subs,
boy.
so
Little
Sigma,
baby boy.
Gemini, Sigma male.
it's like have you heard of horseshoe theory with political theory? It's where the left is the same as the right. That's what it is I go so far, I become such a dom that I become a sub because I'm a Sigma male.
Right.
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Seems
Anyways.
about right. Okay, I have one more schizophrenia question.
And then we got to move on to conspiracy theories. Yes. Ding
Yes,
ding ding.
and then we can
Conspiracy
move on.
theories time.
So I'm wondering what people can do when you're going through a schizophrenic episode to help, or when you're feeling particularly down in the dumps
Yell at her and
for
shake
some
her.
reason. Yeah.
Run, run
Rhyme?
away, get out of the house.
Run. True.
Yeah.
What about online people? Do you ever like schizo post online, or do you
Yes,
typically
she
stay
does.
off the internet?
All the fucking time.
I
I'm
the first time
constantly-
I ever interacted with you, you were just schizo posting, and I was like worried because I didn't know you
True.
had. I didn't know you were
Yeah.
schizophrenic at the time, and I was just like, are you fucking okay? And you're like, yeah, my meds are just wearing off. I'm like, okay.
True. Or like, I don't know if it helps to comment like, "Don't worry, girl, you can do it," or whatever. Or
I
if
usually
like,
don't comment. I
like-
just DM you good?
Yeah, I would say probably make it private because then I'd like my backward ass thinking would be like they're just trying to say this to make themselves look better and then they're gonna talk about me
true.
behind their back. Yeah, I'm so fucking neurotic with that shit. I fucking hate Emerald because he's a piece of shit. No, but I can't stand
Shout
him
out Emerald.
True.
because he's so vague and he like will not tell me if he like is mad at me or not or if he hates me or not.
Oh.
He'll just let me be in this like weird state where I'm like paranoid about him and I think
I
he
hate
likes it.
that.
I think he likes it. I think he likes to make me suffer. So
Wow. This is an Emerald hate podcast.
yeah, I fucking
So-
hate Emerald.
Don't follow him.
Motherfucker watched one episode of Eurocamp and went, I'm gonna do that in real life.
I'm gonna go outside.
Reminds me of how my friend came out to me as gay. He straight up told me that what he convinced him he was gay is L from fucking Death Note. He was like, "Oh, I just found L."
Oh my
that I
God.
knew." And I'm like, "That's
True.
an anime character. That doesn't really count." But then now he's just gay. He
thought you were gonna-
has been with more girls than me though, which is kind of funny.
That's
'Cause he
fucking
has
sad,
had sex
Jared.
with
Yeah.
one girl ever, and I
Jared, come on.
I think
Jared,
maybe
you're
two.
doing-
Yeah, he's not even
Jared,
that good looking. He's just like smart. He's really smart and good at talking to people, I guess. And since he was gay, he knew how to perfectly manipulate women, which I have yet to master. Despite all my countless hours of listening to the Smiths and Weezer and Radiohead, I just can't manipulate women hard enough.
Okay.
That's my
Okay,
biggest
Sigma male,
issue.
settle down.
I'm immune to gay men.
You're immune to gay men.
Yeah, like a gay man will like I just don't vibe with them. I'm not girly enough for them to like me.
Oh, true. You can't be like their sister.
Yeah,
Sister.
they're just like, wanna we go shopping? And I'm like, not really.
Gay men like me because I have
Lesbians
sex
like
with
me
them.
though.
No,
of shopping.
Because I send some gay men dick pics and then they like that.
True.
I've done that a few times now, and they're like, "Want to see mine?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gay though. I just wanted the confidence boost."
My homeless ex-boyfriend used to do poppers and have anal sex for tramadol.
Interesting.
Oh.
Tramadol
I
is
never
good.
knew
but-
this. Because I've always thought, I'm like, oh yeah, you never like prostituted yourself when you were homeless, and I guess he did.
He did. He was the one who prostituted himself. I didn't have to.
Wow.
What a nice guy.
What a gentleman.
What a gentleman.
I think he was just like bisexual though, and
True.
that's probably why.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
the
why
age-old question.
It's a win-win.
he liked it more when I had shorter hair too. He got mad when I grew up my hair a little bit more, like when it got to like girl length. He's
So
like,
in
when are you
defiance, you
gonna?
should grow it out as
Wow.
He's like, when are you gonna cut your hair again? I liked when you looked like Justin Bieber. I'm like,
Oh my god.
I'm like,
Forced
okay.
fanboy.
I was basically like a acceptable femboy for him, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Reverse trap.
See, that's why
Yeah.
I love so much on Twitter, because you both attract the people that like femboys and children. So
That's true. That is true.
It's true.
That's,
There's something for everyone. Thank God.
Yeah.
me convincing
Yep.
the cops that my nudes of corn I have saved on my phone isn't a child.
I had to convince the cops myself I wasn't a child, and that was pretty hard to do.
Like recently, or?
Yeah, well, it was like last year I was involved in a drug bust, and
Oh.
so
And you look like you're fucking.
You were like, don't worry about it.
I was the only one that didn't get arrested, which was cool.
Because you did all the
I-
drugs. They were in your system
I
already,
did.
and you already looked
Yeah.
high because of your
Yeah.
psychotic medication, right?
Yeah, well, because of my antipsychotics, they make my pupils dilated. So I just said I'm schizophrenic and I take antipsychotics and I make my pupils dilated. And
True.
yeah, and I sound very serious, and I guess I talked my way out of going to jail.
That's impressive.
I've had to talk myself out of going to psych wards. Recently, I had to for stabbing myself.
Right.
Because
Did you find the psych ward helpful, or was it just kind of like
no
make sure you don't kill yourself for a month and then be free?
I didn't even need to be there, honestly. Like it was so useless. I was just inside for like all of summer and it sucked.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
And having
Didn't
sunlight
even get to
is
be
like
able
good
to
for
play
you.
in the sun.
Yeah, I had to fucking watch American Pickers with a bunch of fucking crazy people and drug addicts.
That sounds
I feel
awful.
like that would be a show that would trigger somebody. Just like, that piece of junk over there was better.
I feel like vitamin D helps. I know vitamin D helps a few different like mental problems, like schizophrenia and autism. So keeping you inside may have not been the best.
Consider drinking jelly juice. That also cures.
No, don't do that. Oh my god.
I actually took vitamin D, and the thing about schizophrenia is what people don't realize is that it's actually too much serotonin in your brain, not a lack of. So I was taking vitamin D, and I got Serotonin Syndrome, which is like where
Too much.
you fucking like have a heart attack because you have too much serotonin in your brain.
Wow.
Yeah,
That can be lethal.
Yeah, it's very lethal. People die from it. So I had to quit taking vitamin D. And
wow.
The doctor was like, why the fuck were you taking vitamin D? And I'm like, I don't know. My grandma sent it to me.
So now do you not like go in the sun that often?
Well, I mean, I like to ride my bike. That's my only way of transportation. But
right.
No, I like to be outside. I just can't like take concentrated, amounts of it.
Yeah.
I feel like natural sunlight, there's like a little bit of a buffer or maybe some
Yeah.
additives or something that, makes it like a slow.
Yeah. And we're in North America, so it's not that strong.
Yeah, I'm in Iowa, so there's really not that much sunlight. We're not that close to the sun, so yeah,
Or
I
anything. There's
okay.
not much of anything in Iowa.
There's corn.
There's
A lot of
corn,
corn.
and there's Slipknot.
There's
That's pretty
corn.
much all you need to know about Iowa is that there's corn and then there's Slipknot. Not the band Corn. I think they're like from New Jersey or something. I don't know.
Also, don't forget the infamous restaurants: Cactus, El Senior Cactus, El Cactus, Cactus 1, Cactus 2, Cactus 3, Cactus 4. What else
Yeah,
was
we
there?
have the Green River Killer here in Washington, so beat that. And the 4chan Killer. That was
And
in
the
my
horse.
hometown.
And the horse guy.
Oh,
And
and
the
Mr.
horse sex
Hands.
death guy.
Mr. Hands.
And-
Mr. Hands is Washington.
Don't
And
they
the
have?
iCarly takes place in Washington. Boom.
Nice.
But we have wait, there was like some weird movie that took place here. Hold on.
Children of the
Didn't
Corn.
Texas Chainsaw
Yeah.
take place?
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw did. Children of the Corn, obviously.
The best movie, in my opinion, Texas
There was
Chainsaw Massacre. My personal
there-
opinion, which is correct. Let's talk about movies and ignore
Oh my
Jessica
God,
for
no.
an hour.
No movies.
No movies.
I'm gonna find the weird movie that. Oh, What's Eating Gilbert Grape was also filmed in Iowa, and The Music Man.
I thought you were talking about What's Eating Gilbert Grape, like it was a weird movie. I'm like, really? I thought it was just like.
Well, I mean, like it doesn't look like Iowa at all.
What's eating Gilbert Grape? Probably his fat ass mother. Bang, zoom. Bing, I'll be here all night.
Oh, and Sleeping with the Enemy from 1991, which I don't know why they would need to film it in Iowa.
Sleepless in Seattle was filmed in Seattle. That's
Well,
Wow.
a lot of movies are filmed in Vancouver, Canada.
Field of Dreams, which I thought was about aliens, but it wasn't.
Because Vancouver looks a lot like a lot of Vancouver suburbs just look like any like California suburb, except for it's much cheaper to film at. Because California suburbs, you have to probably pay like like over like $1 million to film, like one house.
There's a lot of shit in Vancouver, filmed in Vancouver. Shout out Canada!
Like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yeah, fuck you, Canada. Yeah, you live in Iowa. At least you don't live in fucking Canada.
I love Canada. I want.
Yay!
At
wanna
least
be
you don't
like-
have to speak Yeti in school. Is that true? Do
You
speak
can come.
Yiddish?
Yeah.
Yeti?
That was Yeti.
That was Yeti.
You guys can come visit me in Canada, and
No,
we'll
thank you.
build igloos.
No, thank you. I never
Okay.
want to see you.
I'll go to
Please.
Canada. I want to
Okay,
try
haha.
pudding.
Ooh, poutine.
Yeah, that shit. It looks nasty.
It's so. I don't like cheese, and I don't like gravy, and I don't like squishy fries, so I've never eaten
I'm gonna
poutine.
come to Canada so I can fumble the bag for a 5th time.
Nice.
I just gotta get that number off. I want to have a cartoonishly large fumble bag number.
Right. Right.
The only bag you'll be fumbling is your sack.
Ball
Your
sack.
sack.
Rick.
Ever touch my balls when I jerk off? That's weird. Yeah. That's
What?
You don't touch your balls when you jerk off.
No. Why would I
The
do
fuck
that?
are you-
Why would
What
I
is
do that?
wrong with you? You gotta squeeze your balls while you jerk off.
I
That's
don't
the
As
only
hard
way
as
to
you
do it.
That's
can.
not something I'm that into.
That's what you have to cradle your balls with your left hand and then or whichever dominant hand you have and
There
Yeah.
are guys that like it when a girl like sucks on their balls.
Yeah. That's why you have to shave your sack.
Yeah, I'm keeping
I had a
mine
boyfriend
as curly
that-
as possible. I don't want that.
what?
I'm just gonna grow out my ball and crotch hair. I think that'd be really funny. Just kidding. I shave it because it's like it gets too itchy when it's too long.
Yeah, I don't like hair. I got like Jewish pubes, so I can't have
I do
that.
too. No way.
I'm not Jewish, but I am very hairy. So
But do you have Jewish pubes where they're
Yeah,
like
you don't have
curly and
Jewish pubes, you
wiry?
don't get a.
that's literally everyone's pubes.
No, it's not.
No,
They-
Jewish
Yes,
pubes
it
are,
is.
trust me. It's like cutting
They're-
razor wire. It's fucking
Yeah,
horrible.
it is horrible. Like I literally have to like wax to get all the hair off. Like I shave and then I wax.
I just shave. I don't have a reason to wax.
I
I don't need to be
think my
precision.
body hair is pretty bad.
I get hair on
I won't
my
go into
tummy,
detail,
I
but
get hair on my
I do
tummy, I get hair
too.
on my chest.
I do too. I'm a woman and I have a treasure trail and big toe hair.
I have toe
Alright.
hair. I have tons of taint and butthole hair.
Nice.
I don't have hair on my butthole, which is weird. I don't know why.
Interesting.
That's
I
a
like
good
when you get a
feature, that's good
wax.
feature. That's how
I
you
like when you get a
obtain
wax and they
epic-
wax your butthole.
I have to like shave like my vagina, but I don't have to worry about my butthole. And then
You're lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
shaving
have-
your butthole sucks.
I have a happy trail though, so I have to take care of that. But like that's
Yeah.
about it. I think most people have a happy trail. They just
I
don't want to
shave my
admit it.
armpits now. I used to not
Yeah.
do that. I did not shave my armpits until I was like 18.
Why do you shave your armpits? You're a dude.
Yeah.
Because it feels nice. I feel like I look less disgusting because when my armpits are all grown out, I don't know. It's just really unpleasant.
You just-
looking.
yeah,
It-
that's
it
fair.
produces more body odor. I feel like at least. I feel like I stink more often when I have tons of armpit hair.
I would lick it and I'd sniff it. I mean, you know, there's
Okay, that's
nothing
fair.
wrong.
Floss your teeth with it.
Yeah, I'd get some of your armpit pube in my teeth.
Speaking
you
of
know.
my armpit, my long armpit hair, I remember there was this one time in like computer class, and there's this kid named, let's call him Sam, and I was comparing armpits with this other dude, not Sam. I was comparing
Is
armpit
that
hairs.
gay?
No, it's a test of masculinity. We didn't get to really decide who had more armpit hair because Sam just reached forward and pulled out a chunk of my armpit. And
Oh my God.
I was gonna get really mad and like maybe hard rage at him, but then he goes, we can clone him.
A mentally retarded or mentally, what do they say? Mentally autistic kid.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the proper. You know, what, I'm gonna say retarded because they're on the
I
same
had so
level
many
as me.
like early symptoms of autism when I was younger. I don't know why my parents never tested me. I had
You're
anger
probably
issues.
autistic. Yeah, you're probably autistic.
You're just like
or-
gently autistic.
Yeah, you
I'm
probably
just a
are
giant
on the
toddler.
spectrum.
That's all my autism. I don't know.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
heard
it
me
sounds
rant
like
about random things before.
Yeah.
you're
Go on
probably
and on about
autistic.
movies.
You get a little autistic sometimes
About
on me.
everything.
Yeah, but I get a little schizophrenic on you, like
That is
Yeah.
true.
It balances
There's a good
out.
balance, yeah.
yeah. So we both have our demons.
Mhm.
This is the
So-
mental illness episode. I love it.
I'm baby.
Yeah. I'm
Baby.
I'm schizophrenic.
Yeah.
I'm crazy.
All right. let's
Tell me
talk
if this
about-
is
Oh.
okay. Just quickly before, tell me if you would have done the same thing in my position because I thought it was completely acceptable. I was hanging out with a few of my friends. We were all standing in a circle, and I was staring at my one friend's face. This was in high school, by the way. I was staring at my one friend's face, and he had a really big pimple on like his chin. And I reached over mid conversation and squeezed it, and it exploded.
Yeah,
You
I would
did
do
not.
that.
You did not.
I did, and everyone was so.
I would be so
Shocked.
embarrassed. I would have just ended my own fucking life if a girl did that to me.
Honestly, I was thinking about I started looking up like the actual medical like practice of draining an abscess, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it myself now.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna get a fucking scalpel and just drain my own abscesses.
Yeah. Well, do they have to stitch after they drain, or do they just slice it open
they
and hope
just-
for the best?
Yeah, they just leave it open, hope for the best.
Oh.
Explain why you have abscess or whatever.
I have I got like it's not really an STD. It's like AIDS kind of, but it's like AIDS for bacteria. So your body won't fight off bacteria anymore. So you get
It's called
yeah,
Mrsa. MRSA.
MRSA. Yeah, MRSA. And
Oh, right. This was alluded to in the beginning.
yeah, a lot of people died from it in 2015, and now it's like really uncommon. Nobody gets it unless if you live in a homeless shelter, which I did for a bit. And
Which is another disease created by Bill Gates to kill off homeless people that don't buy his products. Anyways, continue.
so yeah, I
You
just
bought
have
an
this.
Apple computer. He targeted you. He targeted you.
He targeted me. You're doing like the opposite of what like a psychiatrist would be telling you to talk to a schizophrenic like. You're feeding into my delusions.
Yeah.
I love people like that. I love
No, I
people
think it's
that
a
are
great
like.
idea. I think I should do it all the time. I think I should force you to do Dentura and then just run around you and go, nightmare, 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 I'm a demon.
Oh my god.
I wanna go into the hospital just like not taking my meds for 2 weeks and see what happens.
I don't think that's a good idea, but anyways, continue
Experiment.
explaining what Mrsa is.
That's MRSA.
Yeah.
Yeah, MRSA, MRSA. It's kind of like AIDS. You just kind of say MRSA.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically you're resistant to all antibiotics. Your body won't fight off infection. It just won't do it. So like you could get like a heart infection, a blood infection. Most
And then just die. Yeah.
yeah,
But it
and
is curable with treatment, right?
yeah, but it takes 6 months and hospitalization to get it. Yeah. So that might be in my near future is being hospitalized in ID. That's infectious disease clinic.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
That would be a bit
That's gonna be
boring.
an epic Twitter saga where you're just like,
I'm in the ID.
that's it.
With
You'll
the
probably
id.
will you be allowed to like bring things? Of course, like your phone, probably.
Oh yeah, it's way more loose than the psych ward. Psych ward they don't let you have shit.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna have
had
maybe even in your laptop, even though it's a piece of garbage.
yeah, they'd let me have whatever. I'm sure they'd be like. I think I just probably couldn't bring in like my own like blankets and pillowcases just because of like
Yeah.
infection and all that. But like
I was gonna ask you a question about it, but it'd be too sad, and I don't know if I want to include it.
do it.
What would happen
have-
to Straley? Would Straley just like live with someone else, or?
I think my mom would probably have to take care of Straley, like come over after work.
Because there's some people who are
every
like, I don't want to take care of your fucking pet. Blah, blah. But Straley seems like the most easygoing cat in the world.
Yeah, he's
Cats
pretty
in general are just easygoing. Like the worst case scenario,
Yeah.
your
They're
cat
pretty low
has,
maintenance.
Like your cat has a bad habit of knocking shit down or tearing up things, and that's
Yeah.
not really that bad to deal with a lot of the times.
He doesn't even do that.
You can put shit on like your furniture so they'll slowly learn to stop doing that because it'll taste bad to them or something, or like
put
yeah.
tinfoil. Tinfoil's a good one. They don't like tinfoil for some reason.
Yeah. My mom was doing it when a cat was cereal pissing on our couch.
Rude.
Couch.
Yeah.
Cat pee's
Straley.
terrible. Cat pee will just like.
Oh, it's
It
disgusting.
won't leave like a real stain, but it'll smell horribly, and
It'll smell forever. It never gets out.
It never truly gets out.
I like the smell of it. Is that bad?
Oh my god.
That's a sign of a crazy cat lady, but continue. But you only have one cat, so you're not really a crazy cat lady.
It smells like
cat lady who is crazy. You're not crazy.
It smells like
cat lady.
It smells like ammonia. It kind of gets me high a little bit. Like after I'm done cleaning the litter box, I'm like,
piss
ooh.
to get high.
It's a thing, actually. People do it. They call it cheesing.
Oh, is it like
Rice. I hate that.
It's like Jankum.
What?
Yeah,
It's inhaling fermented shit to hallucinate.
yeah, yeah. You can do that with cat. Yeah, you can
Oh
get
my
high off of cat
God.
piss.
That's not worth it.
Isn't there like a frog that if you lick it, you
Yeah, it's
hallucinate?
in Australia, I think.
It's literally just called toad.
Yeah, licking toads.
Licking toads.
And then
Hey,
there's
you guys want to go
crocodile.
lick toads?
Crocodile is something that you should do, kids. Don't look it up though. Just get it.
Oh,
What is
crocodile.
it?
Crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen crocodile. Yeah, basically, turns your. It's like a flesh-eating drug, but it's like heroin, but it eats your flesh.
Oh my
Does it even do
God.
anything other than eat your flesh? Like, do you even get high?
Yeah, it's like heroin, like I said, but
Just
it
do
eats your
heroin
flesh.
then.
Yeah, I know. It's
The
cheaper too.
solution is
So
to just do heroin, like actually.
it's so much cheaper. I don't know why people would even do crocodile.
Go out and buy heroin, guys. I think that'd be cool.
Also,
Pro
like,
heroin podcast.
well, for real though, like if you're in pain and like your pain meds are costing too much, just go and buy heroin. Like, just dose yourself, like in small doses.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's cheaper. It's cheaper.
God
Just
bless
Yeah.
America.
Just don't get addicted.
Just don't
Yeah.
live it. Just don't be American and get sick. I think that's an even better.
Yeah, or don't be American. Free
Yeah, I mean,
healthcare, baby.
it has the same addictive properties as what they prescribe you pharmaceutically. So,
That's true. If you're taking opioids and they're like,
yeah,
might as well just do a little heroin.
I'm so
Use
addicted to
clean
opiates.
needles.
If I
I've never-
was hospitalized for 6 months, I think I would just read manga and watch anime the whole time. I would be completely
Hey.
fine.
No one cares, Jared.
I don't have a girlfriend or anything. See, that's the thing. People get girlfriends and then they're tied down. Not me. I'm as free as a bird.
You're free to get hospitalized for half a year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Nothing
epic.
is on my plate.
I hope my first boyfriend visits me in the hospital because
I
he
have
usually
no
does.
future.
Aww.
But like his girlfriend hates me, so he has to do it in secret.
Because you're a skinny queen and
Yeah.
she's a fat.
Honestly,
bitch
true.
owned. Yeah, you're just a girl
I-
boss building your empire. She's just jealous of it.
I'm a girl boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Twitter followers, not money.
I was gonna say I'm like literally unemployed and on disability. I think that's like the opposite of a girl boss.
But you broke the glass ceiling of mostly men having schizophrenia.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's so progressive.
Did you
of
do that for Women's Day?
Yeah.
And it's not paranoid schizophrenia too, so I'm not like you're cheating on me, like
Yeah.
schizophrenic girls.
Yeah. Base schizophrenia.
I'm just like aliens are putting shit in my body and I gotta dig it out.
Speaking of
That's
aliens
a good
putting shit
feeling.
in people's bodies, let's talk about conspiracies.
Yes.
Trigger a schizophrenic episode, but let's make it lighthearted. Let's not go too deep.
So
Okay.
we're going deep. We're going all the way in. We're gonna hit the conspiracy cervix.
Anyway, so JFK was
I
killed by the
only-
CIA, right?
Okay.
We can just all agree to that. I mean, you don't
I
care.
don't know
You're
what that is.
Canadian.
Yeah, I don't care. I only believe one conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne was replaced by a lookalike named Melissa.
That is such a common music conspiracy. I hate those music conspiracies. There's Fall, which is fake Paul McCartney. Because Paul McCartney died in a car crash, and there's this whole fucking song. I almost said by Weezer, by the Beatles, about how like Paul McCartney died, and it's like one of their really weird songs.
Hey.
A
I
Day in
read
the
the
Life is
news
the song.
today, oh boy, about a lucky man.
who
Yeah.
made the grave, yeah. And
Dude.
then his butthole turned and bleed.
That's not the lyrics.
Nice.
As he got fucked in the ass.
All right. Next
He
conspiracy.
farted and it passed.
Okay. All right, that's enough.
He blew his butthole out with a car.
People are really gonna find this interesting.
You're
Anyways.
so fucking autistic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just became Weird Al Yankovic for a second. I'm just so quirky and smart.
You're so silly.
Um, conspiracy theory I really like is Hollow Earth theory because it's kind of stupid.
That's the stupidest
It's
one.
really stupid, but it's like it branches out into a lot. There's a bunch of different types of Hollow Earth theory. I'll just talk about my favorite one, which is that the Nazis thought they really thought this. They believed in Hollow Earth, and they thought they could find like Arthenia or whatever, the Aryan like paradise in
Oh my
the Hollow
God.
Earth. And the way they could get to it is from Antarctica, and that's why there was Nazi. I don't know. I'm not sure. You can say Nazi. Hold on.
Aryan Paradise is just Cracker Barrel.
1 hour. All right. Aryan Paradise is just Cracker Barrel. Yeah. And what was I talking about? Oh, and so that's why they sent some Nazi soldiers into Antarctica, and they apparently never came back. And that's where Hitler ended up after the war. He
killed
didn't
himself.
end his own life. He did not do that. No.
He
was
went
a
to
fake clone Hitler because they did. They did test that the Nazi scientists, and he went to a very small hole to go to the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, good fucking luck.
Right.
The other theory with Antarctica and why the Nazis disappeared though has to do with aliens because a admiral in like the military or some shit from the United States got tasked with going to Antarctica and discovering what the Nazis were doing there. And the theory goes is that when he went there, he found a like alien spacecraft or something, but they let him live this time or something, or they had like some. It was like an American base that was set up there that they didn't a secret American base that where they were like dealing with aliens and shit or something.
That's you just explain the plot of the Thing.
Yeah, true.
I've never seen The Thing.
Oh my God.
So that's something
you don't need to.
I don't need to. I thought The Thing was good.
Oh, well, I was saying since
Carpenter
you know
version?
what it's about clearly.
Yeah, don't watch the second one, but the first one is very good. It's better than
I've been
E.T.
wanting to watch John Carpenter's The Thing.
It's better than E.T.
From what I've heard, it's like people in the horror film community consider it to be like one of the best, if not the best, horror film of all time, and I haven't seen it.
I don't know about the best, but it's good.
I'd agree. I'd say it's my favorite. It's my favorite movie of all time.
My favorite horror film is Texas Chainsaw, which I mentioned earlier. Also, high up there is The Shining, the Kubrick version of The Shining.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What's another? Perfect Blue is
Blueprint for Schizophrenia.
Movies. Perfect Blue made me so fucking paranoid watching. Oh my God.
Is Perfect Blue the one about the fucking sharks?
No, Perfect Blue is the one about the idol who becomes an actress. It's the anime.
Don't spoil it too much though, because I want to watch it, but I haven't.
That's just the premise, and then she starts going crazy.
We should do a watch party. Anyways, let's not delve too deeply into movies because this is Jared's trigger.
I would not mind rewatching Perfect Blue. Anyways, any other conspiracy theories that we can talk about?
I was gonna say it makes me sad that we won't see aliens in our lifetime.
Yeah, we have already.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Meet them.
We've met them.
Oh yeah, we met them. They're called insert ethnicity.
They're called white women.
Oh, true.
They're called e-girls.
Yeah, they're called Yui AVIs on Twitter, which I'm not one anymore. Actually, should I change my picture in the podcast to be like Shinji?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm definitely literally Shinji Ikari. I have to choose what fictional character, male manipulator fictional character I'm going to base my whole personality off of. I was juggling between the Joker and the guy from American Psycho, which I haven't seen, and Jordan Belfort from Wolf of Wall Street, or Michael Corleone from The Godfather. But I decided to push all those away and just go with Shinji Ikari.
Nice. That's really original.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah. so that's good.
I hate the Mandela effect.
Oh yeah, it's just straight up just people misremembering.
Yeah.
It's not a real one.
Yeah. They're like, Berenstein Bears was totally spelled with an E. No, you're just a child and you don't know how to read, and your brain interpreted it was Stein because that's a very common last name ending, but it's actually Stain. And that's
I have a Mandela effect thing, but I think it's because I'm literally stupid. But there's this movie called Lorenzo's Oil, and it's about this kid that is like slowly, like, he's got like a brain degenerative disease, and he slowly turns into a vegetable. And then, like, this is how I recall the movie. His dad is like, what if I just pour some fucking like olive oil into his IV bag? And then, like, he got better.
Oh.
And is that what happened?
Isn't there a movie that's called like My Life as a Zucchini, and it's like this kid that's slowly turning into a zucchini or something?
I don't know about that one, but
It sounds similar to that movie.
Well, it's an actual disease, and it's something about like the myelin and the.
It's not an actual vegetable, Jared.
Yeah, it's the myelin.
Did you think vegetable like vegetable?
Yes.
Jared! That's worse than Dominatrix.
Dominatrix? I don't think that's worse than Dominatrix. Shout out to the last
pretty
episode,
bad.
which isn't out yet. By the time we record this episode, it will be out before this episode. This is... Oh, we forgot to say which episode this was.
This is episode 3.
3.
This is episode 3. We're out of guests, though, after this one. We'll have to actually talk to people and try to find new ones. Cringe.
We could talk to my other personality, because as we know, schizophrenia means you have multiple personalities.
And you hear voices all the time.
You have Yssa, Al, and Korn.
Yeah.
And Yssa cosplays.
And Jim.
And Jim.
Yeah, we gotta get Jim. We do gotta get Jim on. We need
to get Jim
and talk about LollyCon.
No, I'm anti-Jim because he unfollowed me.
I love Jim.
Okay. Yeah, because he found out you weren't 13 years old, you idiot.
I'm like fucking 26 and he follows me.
Yeah, that's not a good reason.
He'll unfollow you. He'll unfollow you.
He knows that. I told him. I'm fucking 26, and he's like, you look like you're 14.
And he starts speaking Australian at you.
Are you drunko?
Right.
I can't do an Australian accent. That's just the thing I just can't do. It ends up becoming like an Indian accent or my Cockney accent. So
yeah, I try I had some Australian friends, and I would always try to imitate their accents, and they were not impressed.
I'm also Donovan from Game Grumps. That's what. That's my.
Hello.
Yeah,
hello, I'm from Australia. Yeah, that's what they sound like.
I'm from Australia, and I like dingoes, mate.
You just gotta talk like Steve Irwin.
Australia's really conservative, by the way. It's actually crazy how conservative Australia is.
That's why Jim hates minorities.
True. Can we get a clap for hating minorities?
Yes. Fuck the Jews.
Yes.
For context, Mrs. Wohickey, Mrs. Susan Wohickey, she is Jewish. She's making a joke at her own people. Do not delete my channel off the face of the earth.
Are you both Jewish?
Yeah, I'm one.
Yeah, we're both Jewish. I'm ethnically Jewish, and
we have the racism pass.
We can be
anyway, so let's talk about how we control the media and
can I go in on my Jewish conspiracy theories?
Yes, go. I want to hear them.
Like how Jewish people are aliens.
Yeah.
A lot.
So 100 years ago, there was this big egg that was floating over Egypt, and it cracked open, and all these snakes came out. And when they touched the earth, they transformed into Jews, and that's how we have Jewish people.
True. Jessica, this is gonna be taken out of context, and you're gonna get fucking canceled.
Oh my god!
And then they made them build their pyramids.
Yeah, I believe
true. That's how the pyramid was.
Anyway, so what are the ones I believe in? I believe that JFK I won't talk about one of them because it will like just straight up get the video taken down because it's very relevant conspiracy.
Is it
With-
Pizzagate?
No, I do kind of believe in that. I do believe that there's probably some sort of initiation with
Does it
elites and
involve,
celebrities to get into an even bigger inner circle where you can do things like
Wait, why
control the
can't
world and
say?
shit.
Yeah, okay, blah blah blah. Tell me about your other one that you're not allowed to say.
Because
That
I'll
piqued
tell
my
you
interest.
after the podcast. I don't want to edit too much.
Okay.
We're an hour and 10 minutes in. We're basically almost done anyway. So yeah.
Okay. Tell us your other one then.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I do believe that there's some sort of like a way of tracking already. Like no, wait, I can't talk about that either. God damn it.
What?
I'll cut all this out. But,
Are you saving mine for last because it's gonna be the magnum opus of like you don't have to cut me out?
I guess that's it. I kind of believe in erratas, which I won't get into that rabbit hole because yeah.
You're literally being so useless. You were like, let's talk about conspiracy theories.
That
Oh wait,
one
I
is-
can't
okay,
mention that
okay,
one.
I will
I can't
briefly
mention that
talk
one.
about that
I'm
one.
gonna talk about this, but I'm not gonna go into it.
Shut up. I'm gonna talk
Stop
about
being a
that one real
woman.
quick. You're a woman.
Big Brother is
L.
always
You're such a
fucking listening.
Pisces.
You
You're
are
literally
such a
such a Pisces.
Anyways, so it's basically this HR thing that a bunch of companies supposedly do. It's this program called erratas, and it can track you down even after you leave that job. And if you talk about it, it tracks you down and it can start like messing with your lives. And there's a whole YouTube channel where it talks about it in relation to the movie Jurassic Park. And I'm going to stop there because I don't want to talk for like an hour and a half about erratas. Blame It on Jorge
Thank
has
you.
a great video about it. Just type in Blame It on Jorge erratas.
Holy fuck, Ivy made me schizophrenic.
Yeah, the person who
Ivy?
came up with that conspiracy theory may have been schizophrenic. That is true.
Yeah.
It also might have been an ARG created by this indie band, which makes it kind of lame. I believe in something. I don't believe in actually erratas, but something that could that's related to it, I guess. Like something like it could exist. And then there's like ones like the Vegas shooting. I'll bleep out the word shooting. Hold on.
The
Vegas.
Vegas.
Shooting,
We'll have a code word.
conspiracy
The Vegas
theory.
pew pew.
The Vegas
Pew,
pew.
Pew. What is that? Can you
it
not
was-
just list off the names and can you actually elaborate on them a little bit? Because I don't know what you're
that
talking
one is
about.
basically it is impossible for there to be only one shooter. It was impossible for it to be AR-15s with bump stocks, as even AR-15s with bump stocks could not have as high as a fire rate as he was pumping out, and it had to be multiple guns and multiple shooters, and it was a psyop by the FBI for multiple
Magic
reasons.
bullet theory.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, magic
With
bullet
other-
theory has to do with the JFK assassination because there's one
Yeah.
bullet that's very mysterious on how it came out. It's because there were two shooters and one shooter was shooting at a completely different location.
Multi-bullet dimensional openings. They open different dimensions
Okay,
and shot into
that is going even further with the JFK.
Have you considered magic?
Oh yeah, there's magic involved, witchcraft, Satan.
witchcraft. I am a witchcraft Satanist, according to my ex's mom.
I mean,
Oh my
you are,
god.
which makes
She
you
was-
based in red pill.
She was severely
And a
schizophrenic, like
Sigma
paranoid.
female.
Yeah, and a Sigma female. She hated me. She's like, "You're hexing my son," and I'm like, "What if I am?"
I got hexed by
I'm
TikTok
hexing him and I'm
witches.
sexing him.
Yeah.
Let's go.
True.
Put a love
What
charm on him until he
conspiracy
started
theory-
beating
that's-
the shit out of me.
Don't go too crazy, but pun intended. But what conspiracy theory do you believe in, Corn?
She left.
She left.
Yeah. Can't you see?
Oh, her internet went out.
Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
I got yeeted.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the government was onto you. You're gonna reveal something.
Oh
big.
my
I'm keeping
God.
that in. I'm keeping that in. You're gonna reveal the biggest thing.
You were gonna
ever.
reveal something huge, and then the government yeeted you.
Yeah.
I did. It made me
Isn't
crazy.
most of the conspiracy theories you believe in have to do with aliens, pretty much?
Okay, you know what? Fuck you. For one, it's not. It's not that. It has to do with spirituality too, kind of. Not really, but like in a scientific spirituality way.
All right, let's hear him.
All right, you guys fucking ready for my schizophrenic fucking thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I got my pen.
Okay. So this is what I think. Back way, Roswell incident back then, FDR, he signed a treaty with aliens, and he's like, okay, so for your technology, we're gonna let you have like free reign practice on civilians as long as it's not, people that are involved in the government or whatever. But you have to give us your technology so we can, advance faster than other countries. So what I think is that's why there was such a after Roswell incident there was such a technology boom because of the alien technology that we were getting, and especially in the 80s involving Bob Lazar, who happened to work at one of the military bases. I think it was Hangar 18 or something, and he was basically making these ways for objects to fly without propulsion, so like without like a wings or a propulsion system, basically manipulating gravity to have movement. And while they were doing that, they discovered Nuntium, which is a new element, and they will not say how they've discovered it. They will not disclose in which way they discovered it. So, like, it just came out of nowhere. Basically, what I think the alien agenda is that they're abducting people, and they're monitoring them because they want to assimilate into our planet because their planet is running out of resources. And also, we have certain things about us that they desire, and one of them being is the human soul. And they don't have the human soul. It's like a fucking drug to them. They
Like
want they want the
homunculus?
yeah, like they want the feeling of a human soul.
Oh my
So
god, this is just like Full Metal Alchemist.
so they basically no one is going to go to heaven. We're actually going to be traded off to the aliens. They're going to get our soul.
Well, Xenu came down and
God.
Was that
So
schizophrenic as
Scientology.
fuck?
there is a African
I
tribe
have a question about
that
the aliens.
actually does like that.
Yeah.
In their like lore, real quick, in their lore they like in their religion it does have to do with aliens.
Lore.
And they've never really had any interaction with outside people. So that's pretty interesting to bring up. And they know about technology like atoms and shit and a bunch of like decently technological shit, even though they've had like zero nada interaction with the outside world.
Right.
I forget the name of the tribe. They're like the Bogo
So what
tribe.
planet would the aliens come from? Because my thing is that like it'd be lit if there were aliens, but I feel like sustainable planets are so far away. It takes thousands and millions and billions of light years to get to them.
Oh, also the
Hold
aliens are like scrolls from Marvel. Anyways, continue.
So hold on, let me pull up a star map real quick to tell you the exact location.
Google your
Okay.
star map. I'm just putting this in the video. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Come on.
For those of you that really care.
Our listeners need context.
Yeah, they can
So-
find their own context. They're doing their own research. By the way, I implore everyone at home to do your own research. They're just theories. They're just jokes. We're joking, huh?
They're just game theories.
They're just game
So,
theories. Necessary,
okay.
right?
So in the Sirius A, you know where that is. So there's
Of course.
well, I mean, like, you can look it up. So
Okay,
there's
Sirius A.
so there's a constellation by it, and it's kind of by Orion and Canis Major, and let me see, yeah, and it's Zeta Reticuli, and basically it is in this in between. So it is far away enough from the sun for it to be habitable, but also, you know, like it's in the, what do they call that zone? Can't think of the word, but
Blessed
basically,
The
zone.
chalk
yeah,
zone.
yeah, sure. The something zone, habitable zone, or I don't remember. But anyways,
Cum
so
zone.
Gamer zone.
the gamers.
Zone.
So
The
they come
pwn
from
zone.
Zeta Reticuli, and so they're Zeta Reticulans is what they are. And so it's very, very dark in that area. Like the skies in on those planets would be very dark, so they don't really have a need for like melanin. So that's why they appear so like pale and
Ooh,
thin. Yeah,
they look like those cave little guys with smiley faces.
I
I axolotls.
Yeah.
A while,
sure.
but we
Yeah,
got there.
yeah, kind of like that, I guess. And
Nice.
so the
I want to
reason
meet
why,
them.
have you ever thought about how our features are a lot more similar to like, you know, the common alien gray than it is a chimpanzee? Like, where do you think like, I think that if someone were to take, like, just look at a picture of a chimpanzee, a person, and then like a gray alien, like, which one do you think would be closer related?
Well, I
A
mean,
chimpanzee, 'cause I'm
what race are we talking about?
Well, I mean,
Okay, yeah. So
going through look.
that is the end of the podcast here.
Well, you're talking about the skin color.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm not talking about the skin color.
And
I'm
that's
talking
why
about
these are
like,
aliens. The end.
what I'm
It's
talking
come back
about.
around. You're just comparing yourself to aliens, and you're like, wait a minute.
But like these are made up photos of aliens that humans made up.
No,
And
they
so
didn't. They came from somewhere because someone was like, yeah, that's what they fucking look like. We didn't have an idea of what aliens looked like until Roswell, and that's when the alien gray thing came out. Before there was a totally different image of what aliens looked like until the Roswell incident, in which someone reported in the
a
military
little
what
green man.
And
A little
there's
gray
that one
man.
video on Pornhub where
they say.
it's the CGI alien getting fucked.
I hate how much it looks like my body. It makes me.
Damn, Shelby.
Damn shouty, you got that alien body.
I hate how it has like the same genitals as me too. Like it looks straight up like looks
Like a
exactly
Barbie doll flat.
Yeah, like Barbie doll flat fucking genitals and flat chest, and it's skinny, and it's like strapped down to a table, so it's pretty much, you know, like my experience at the
Like
hospital.
literally you.
It's basically like POV hospital rape.
My God.
This is horrible. But yeah,
Awesome.
Sorry, I
Wilson,
derailed
like I said,
the conversation by bringing up that video.
no, it's okay. That video is very important to the discussion that we cannot fuck aliens.
That's
Yet.
not true.
Well,
That's
you can
impossible.
mouth fuck them. You can mouth fuck them. That's about it. They could give you a BJ. Baby.
Do they not
Mouths
have
are kind of. They got kind of
butthole?
small mouths.
I ain't never had my dick
No.
sucked. True.
Why? Where does
Why
their
not?
waste products go?
They don't eat.
Is it like
How do
Roger
they
from?
sustain?
Is it like Roger from
They like
American Dad?
use-
He just oozes out of his pits or
They-
whatever.
They have like a mix between like a so you know like an animal cell and like a plant cell,
Oh, they
Yes.
like photosynthesize or some dumb shit.
kind of but like the opposite.
But the
They-
reason that
they feed
plant
off of
cells can
darkness?
survive is
That's pretty
because they
fucking metal.
feed on the sun. So how are they
They're
feeding
just
on?
like, they're just
the
like
sun if they live in the
anti-Superman,
dark?
basically.
Well, they're feeding off of the dark. It's the lack of sun. That
Wait,
they
what if
feed.
it
What
was
does
an
that
alien, a
mean? How
Kryptonian?
can you feed off of nothing? The sun provides energy with
Wait,
like
you're forgetting about
photons.
Kryptonians. Oh my god, I'm going crazy here. I'm trying to
Dark
bring up
matter.
something relevant.
It's dark matter.
Oh, it's
What?
dark matter.
Dark matter isn't just the
Kryptonians.
dark.
No, it's dark matter within the universe.
They're kind of
What
like
is
me.
that?
They feed off of the darkness.
My God, I hate you. They're kind of black pilled, eh?
Dude, like me, no way. I'm fart
like-
pilled now, actually. I'm no longer black pilled, I'm fart pilled.
They're like, man, I wish I had a soul. I'm gonna take this schizophrenic girl's soul.
Yeah,
And I'm
and that's
like-
what I did.
I'm like, my bad. I do not have a soul. I got into occultism before this. And they're like, what the fuck?
And then
Now
we,
they hate me.
And then we
No.
did the stanky leg.
Now they just do a little trolling on me and they're always outside my fucking apartment.
It's called,
Yeah.
it's called yeah, maybe they're just epic Minecraft trolls. Maybe it's just a bunch of dragons messing with you. They just no-clip everywhere.
Yeah, they're just like, have you seen that? I actually
I've
do
had
have
nightmares where I've
fucking...
no-clipped before, by the way, where I just like fell into the ground.
That's a mental
Yeah.
illness. That's worse than what I have.
You've never had no-clipping nightmares?
No.
Were you falling on the
just-
ground to get stuck?
No, I just like started no-clipping through reality. I don't know. It was pretty awesome. I woke up and went, huh, that was weird.
You know when you
That's
fall
That's what
and
men do. They just bottle up every like weird, every like.
you know when you fall in your dream and then you spasm.
Yeah, I love that.
I've never
I love it too.
I'm like, you know.
So that was fun.
I used to get a
gosh.
lot of dreams where like I would be in my room and then water would fill up around my bed and then a shark would swim by my bed.
And then you realized you just pee your pants.
I was gonna say.
I had a dream once when I was like 7 or 8 where I went to the bathroom and started just like peeing, but I didn't pull down my pants. And I looked down like, oh, that was weird. And then my mom started calling to me. She's like, Jared, are you gonna get up? And I woke up and I was like, oh, I peed myself.
I wet the bed so much.
I did too. My mom wanted to get me checked to see if there's something like wrong with me mentally because I was wetting the bed when I was like 7 or 8, and then my dad stopped her.
7 or 8 is not that old. That's so young.
Actually, no,
I
it
have a
may have been like
question.
8 or 9. I may have been like the 4th grade.
That's still young.
Jared,
I come to think of it, I like shit myself a couple times in the 3rd grade.
That's unacceptable.
I had diarrhea. I would eat too much.
Are you
yogurt.
Christian?
I'm not Christian. I had
Christian reference every podcast.
I did poop myself while playing League of Legends once, but I gambled on a fart. And when I was 14, I did poop myself at school, also gambling on a fart.
That's vile. I never fart.
You're killing me.
But like, no one would ever find out about the first one if I didn't tell anybody, because no one found out that I pooped myself. It's something I could have just kept to myself because it didn't really leave like a stain or anything.
Well, they would have smelled. They would have been like, why does that kid smell
Yeah, but
like
I always
feces?
smell. I always smell.
You always smell like feces?
Yeah, it's just my.
This is
Sigma
why
male
you're a
aura.
virgin.
It's just my Sigma male aura.
Because you pick your nose and eat it and you smell like butthole.
Okay, they probably would have smelled it if I didn't like.
Jared, you're making me feel so good about myself right now.
My classes were sitting far away from each other in both of them.
Corn, you're an alpha compared to this.
That is true.
I may be on disability, unemployed, and whatever, but I haven't.
But at least you're not Jared.
True. And
trying to shit
is there
yourself.
really anybody as down bad as me?
Yeah.
While playing League of Legends, let
This is
alone.
also the first podcast with 2 people total that I've jerked off to. Let's go.
Why would you jerk off to me? That's like the worst thing.
I don't know.
I'm mentally handicapped. You're jerking off to a mentally
Oh my
handicapped
God.
girl. That's
Listen,
You're
so.
jerking off to the 2 people with the youngest looking bodies.
Okay, so hold on.
I can't consent legally.
This is we're ending the podcast here. I cannot go any further. My lawyers,
Okay.
my lawyer. Anyway, so this is the podcast. We're kind of talking about nothing at this point.
Okay.
Other
It's
than
entertaining.
baseless
Yeah.
Accusations, and I will be speaking to my lawyer to get both of you sued for everything. I will take Shirley
Good
and
luck.
nothing else.
I've got like 6 disability lawyers, and they're fucking ready. They're all Jewish
Yeah, but
too.
they're all fucking from Iowa. Okay, so they don't count.
They're not from Iowa.
I get fucking imported.
They don't have lawyers
from
in
China
Iowa. What do you
and
think,
Washington.
Jared?
Yeah, they're from fucking
Anyways,
New York.
God bless China, greatest country in the world. I can't wait for our stupid Yankees to be taken over by the Red Beast. Any last remarks?
This is a CCP.
Any last remarks, Jessica?
I stand with Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I say free Tibet.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys removed in future podcasts. This episode's over, and it's just gonna be me for the next 60 episodes. So.
All right.
Until
Well,
you guys
thank
come
you so
back
much
from
for
your relearning
listening,
phase.
everybody, and thank you to our special guest Yssa for joining us today. Thank you for educating us all about schizophrenia.
Yeah, no
That was
problem.
an enthralling podcast. I hope you don't end up in the psych ward again, and if you
DM
do,
me.
I'll visit you.
Okay. That sounds good. I don't like being there.
All right.